رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي رب زدني علما اللهم فقهنا في الدين آمين. Dear students, welcome to Al Huda Montessori School and College. This is your science class, and today we are going to discuss the topic that is from your chapter number 3, Elements and Compounds. Let's open your textbook. First of all, we should all know that what the element is really mean. An element is a substance that cannot be broken down into any other substance. As we already discussed that all the elements, they cannot be broken down, they cannot be further broken down into simpler substances, and in the periodic table these elements are arranged according to their chemical properties. According to properties, they are arranged in the periodic table. If you look into the periodic table, there are all the elements that are represented, but not the compounds are represented in the periodic table. There are about 100 elements, each with its own type of atom. Everything in the universe contains the atoms of at least one or more elements. The periodic table lists all the known elements, grouping together those with similar properties. As we all know that elements are arranged in the periodic table in vertical columns, and the vertical columns, they are the groups, and the horizontal rows, they are called the periods. Okay, now look at this picture. As you can see here, there are few elements that are given here: the sulfur, chlorine, argon, potassium and calcium. And we already discussed that these elements are represented by a specific symbols, and all the symbols you can see here, that sulfur is represented by S, the chlorine is Cl, argon Ar, potassium K and calcium Ca. And this picture represents that even we consider the body of a human being, even you consider yourself, the body of you, it is composed of a lot of elements, and this picture really expresses the composition of the body by means of elements. And this is the same as you draw in your notebook about the composition of the human body, and this is the same like that. Now the thing is about the uses of elements. All the elements, there are certain use of these elements. As you can see, the first line is, what is the element that is used to fill airships? Helium. You can write here the answer, helium. What element is used to make electrical wires? What element is used to make electrical wires? Copper is used to make electrical wire. Copper, it is ductile. Ductile means can be easily drawn into wires. So this is the answer, that copper is used to make electrical wires. Okay, if you look at this diagram, then you can easily observe that here is the liquid nitrogen that is used as a cooling agent. It is used as a cooling agent in the laboratories. And what the scuba diver is doing here, he's keeping the cylinder. Which cylinder? This is the oxygen cylinder. So we can easily say that oxygen, this is an element and it is used for breathing purpose. Here are some other examples of elements used in our daily life. Palladium, this is used in the engines to control the pollution. It will convert the harmful gases into less harmful gases that is further released into the environment. This is used in jewelry, paint, car batteries, food cans, and LCD displays. Here is another: hydrogen, sun and star, helium balloons, batteries, and all the uses are given here. You can match these symbols in the periodic table with the periodic table, and you will observe that these elements, they are present in the periodic table. These elements, they are present in the periodic table as well. The activity is to find out their group number and period number, so you can easily understand the concept of the group and the periods in the periodic table. This is another example of the usage of elements in our daily life. Okay, now the next thing is, many of the things around us are not made up of pure elements. Most of the time they are made up of elements chemically combined with or mixed with other elements. Okay, this is the concept of alloys. Alloys, they are made up of mixing of metals with other non-metal elements to make them very much stronger. For example, if you consider the gold itself, in a pure state, it is not very hard to make it in a jewelry or other things. So some impurities, they are added in the gold. Some impurities, they are added in the gold, so that this makes that stronger to use in our daily life. So this is also the concept of element usage in our daily life. Jazakumullahu khairan. This is another slide which shows the elements and compounds usage in our daily life. Okay, the homework is to read the topic use of elements and to learn how they are useful, and you have to search the usage of elements that are not present in your textbook. Okay, and you have to write on a loose sheet to remember that. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت أستغفرك وأتوب إليك. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.